buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The market is up because the economy is on fire.
The market's up because the economy's on fire. Really?
The numbers are coming in. There is a housing boom. No economist can deny the housing boom. There is an automobile boom. There's a consumer boom. You can't deny these things.
Oh, yes, we can. We can explain them, not deny them. You're creating an illusion to say that the economy is on fire again, coming back nicely. Makes no sense. See, here's what's going on. They're taking the housing sales, the home sales, and saying, look at that. Look at the home sales. They're on fire. That means the economy's coming back. They're taking the stock market. Look at this. Market's rallying. Big time. Economy's coming back. No, the economy's not coming back. The 5 stocks that creates that rally, 5 of 495, the reason why they're rallying so well is because these 5 stocks, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, they're immune from the pandemic. Remember the lockdown? That was the nail in the coffin. But they were immune. Their stocks rallied. Think about it. 5 of 495 stocks. They were contributing returns of 35%. 5 of 495 stocks. The other 495 stocks, pathetic, 5%. So you had 5 stocks driving the whole S&P. You had Apple and Microsoft contributing 42% to the total value of the Dow 30. So you had Apple and Microsoft driving the Dow 30, and you had, again, the 5 stocks driving the S&P. What are you, nuts? This economy wasn't improving. It hasn't improved at all. It's gotten worse. Corporate bankruptcies. Those filings are now starting to exceed those in 2009. Bankruptcies hasn't risen this fast since the Great Depression, in spite of the $11 trillion injection of liquidity to fight the pandemic. In fact, the more they put in to fight the pandemic, the more that helps the stocks who are immune to rally and pushes up the whole stock market, so the fake business news network can tell us and lie to us and say, look at this, the economy is doing terrific. Doing terrific. We're on our way. Economy's getting better.
So I think the underlying economy, like, make no mistake, is getting better and better.
No, it's not. The economy's not getting better and better. Think about it. The economy's getting worse. Here's some facts. When the virus hit and the stock market dropped 40% in February, the country lost more than 20 million jobs. Actually, more than that. But let's use the 20 million. The unemployment rate before the pandemic was 3.2%. Now it's 15%. Weekly jobless claims, even though they're getting a little bit better, they were 1 million a week. Now they're just a touch underneath a million, like 975. Unbelievable. Our debt, total U.S. debt, keeps climbing. Historic 56 trillion. The national debt alone is 26 trillion of the 56 trillion. Household debt, historic 19.7 trillion. That includes credit cards of 890 billion, student debt 1.6 trillion, auto loans 1.2 trillion, mortgages 16 trillion. We are choking to death with debt. Corporate debt. This is the big one. This is the killer. And inflation. Corporate debt is at historic 15 trillion. More debt today than ever before. The Federal Reserve, to keep these corporations from filing bankruptcy, are printing money 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. It's about 26 billion an hour to keep buying treasuries, to keep interest rates at zero, so they can, again, bail these corporations out. And remember, they're printing another $608 million an hour to prop up these corporations. They go and they buy their debt. What are they talking about? The economy is getting better. All that has happened is these stocks, these 5 stocks, have been immune. They love it. The worse the pandemic gets, the more these stocks go up. They fit perfectly. They benefit from a pandemic. And the more money you throw into the pandemic, it doesn't help the pandemic, it helps these stocks. But boy, are we lied to. But that's okay. Ride the rally. But boy, you better be rotating. And I've been telling my members, let's start rotating out of these big tech stocks. Let's start rotating into the airlines. Let's start rotating into the cruise lines. You got to be rotating, or you're going to be too late. You got to be in the cruise lines. They've been slaughtered. Oil's gotten killed. You got to start rotating out of these big tech stocks into oil drillers, refiners, service. That's where you should be. Airlines, casinos in Vegas. All of these are all beaten down stocks. These stocks have dropped 60, 70%. The economy is not getting better. We're being lied to. See, they're letting the 5 stocks drive the whole S&P 500. 5 of 400. 5 stocks are driving the other 495, so they can come on and tell you how great the economy is. Are you kidding? When you have just 5 of 495 stocks contributing returns of 35%, while the others are contributing just 5%, how can you say the economy is getting better when 495 stocks And the S&P is contributing just 5%. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Or just two stocks, Apple and Microsoft, are contributing 42% of the Dow 30. So think of the Dow 30 of 100% value. Two are contributing 42%. And five stocks are contributing 35% returns of the 495 stocks on the S&P. So what we're seeing here, a bunch of lies. That's what we're seeing. So what do? Do we complain about it? No, we've been making money in all these stocks. Apple, our yearly return, 78%. Microsoft, 39%. Netflix, 45%. Facebook, we're up 65%. We're not complaining. But I'm going to tell you what, my members are going to be out of Facebook, Netflix, and Apple and Microsoft, and they're going to be going into the airlines, and they're going to be going into the drillers. They're going to be rotating. Well, everybody else, we got too many people chasing too few stocks. That's called inflation. When I get back, I'm going to tell you about their other lie, how this is a housing boom. No, it's not. More when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, we are talking about this big stock market rally after the crash. We went down, remember, about 38% in February. Then we went from March to where we are today, 50%. 50%. And they're saying that's because the economy is terrific. The economy is getting better. It's getting better. And the economy is not getting any better. It's not improving. In fact, it's getting worse. The illusion that it's getting better is being created by 5 stocks. They control the Dow, 2 stocks that control the Dow 30, Microsoft and Apple. We own both of them. My members own both. And they pretty much control, they control 42% of the entire value of the Dow 30. Think about that for a moment. 30 stocks, Dow 30. 2 contribute 42% of its entire value. 42%. That's just 2 stocks. What are you, nuts? That's 28 stocks. They contribute hardly nothing. But here's where it really gets lopsided. When you go look at the S&P 500 stocks, you got 5 stocks that contributed all of the rally, the majority of the rally. Yeah, I know you got a few stocks. I understand Tesla, that, but the meat of the rally is 5 stocks. So the economy is not getting better because the market's going up. They're trying to convince us of that. But when you really take a hard look at it, well, why is it moving? Because Apple and Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and Google, they're immune. Their businesses love the virus. Love it. I'll even throw in Netflix. They love it. It's beautiful. They don't want this pandemic to stop. Are you nuts? I told you yesterday or 2 days ago, our Congress, our senators, and our representatives, how many own these same 5 stocks. Do you think they want this pandemic to stop? Are you nuts? Of course not. They're getting rich, very rich. The 1/100th of 1 percentile really is getting wealthy. They've made something like $572 million just on this rally from March to where we are today. I think it was about 500 and I'll get the clip. You know where our cut is on that? I'll find the cut. We'll put it
through the COVID crisis. That top 0.001% of the wealthiest of the wealthy gained $574 billion in net worth during a pandemic.
There it is. The top 1/100th of 1%. That's about 12,000 people. Can you imagine? You think they want this to stop? They're making a fortune. What are you, nuts? I mean, these are the big boys. And look at Pelosi. She's making a fortune. Her and her husband. They bought $5 million worth of these same 5 stocks. That's what you got to understand. My God. And on the other side of the balance sheet, remember, gold has been going up. Gold has been outperforming the Dow, the S&P. You don't have gold going up and the economy's doing well. Gold doesn't go up. It's still up. It's still, even with a little pullback ahead, it's still up. It's outperforming all the Dow 30 stocks and the S&P stocks. Outperforming the 11 sectors of the S&P, for God's sakes. Gold doesn't do that. I mean, we got some real serious problems. Our debt is killing us. And debt correlates with gold. That's why gold's going up. Gold's going up because, again, remember, we have 0 interest rates, but our inflation keeps going. And that's another problem. Our inflation keeps going up. Inflation hurts the economy. See, and take the housing. Here's the other big lie about housing. Yes, home sales are roaring. Why? Because it's panic purchasing. If the economy was good, interest rates go up. Remember that. When the economy is good, the Federal Reserve raises rates so that it holds back inflation, holds back demand. But when the economy is lousy, remember how much money they're printing every day just to buy treasuries. $26 billion an hour to purchase treasury, keep rates at 0, so you can go and get a 30-year fixed rate at 2.5%. Now, if they're offering 2.5% 30-year fixed mortgages, that means the economy is terrible. And we got panic purchasing. People are saying, I need to purchase a house before it goes up. I need to purchase a car. I need to purchase that RV. They start purchasing stuff they don't need. That's where it really gets dangerous. And their debt starts increasing. They're buying what they can't afford. But because interest rates are so low, it doesn't matter to them. That means their debt's going to continue to go up. But their wages haven't gone up. Adjusted for inflation, wages haven't gone up in 20 years. And here's the big problem about inflation. It really erodes the purchasing power of your dollar. A cup of coffee, right, once was 10 cents. Now it's $2. That's what happens. That's what happens when you have inflation. You have a decline in purchasing power. See, businesses are falling into the same trap right now because interest rates are so low, they're out buying stuff they don't need, stuff they would never purchase. People are putting stuff in their freezers, for God's sakes, food and buying shoes for their kids. And I mean, it's nuts what's going on. This is all going to implode. Before it implodes, please start rotating out of those stocks. And you'll know when to rotate. Especially if you have my chart, you will, because it'll tell you. That's why you should join my gang free and try the chart for 10 days. It's free. It tells you when to get out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1-900-020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
So we're talking about the reason why homes, the sales have been really good is because the economy is bad. And I know that doesn't make sense when you hear that, right? But think about it. Because when the economy is bad, they raise rates. When the economy is poor, they lower them. And they're printing money every day, every hour, about $26 million an hour, something close to that, to keep buying treasuries, to keep interest rates near zero so people buy homes. I mean, let's face it, housing is our country. I mean, that's where most of the people have their value in a home. But when you have these interest rates so low, is because the economy's not doing well. How can you say the economy is doing well when you got 22 million people out of work, when the unemployment is 14%? Think about it. How would you have a housing boom when you got 22 million people out of work and the unemployment rate is 14%? Does that make any sense? So the rates, they're going to keep driving them because they want to sell homes. The president knows this. That's why they're keeping rates so low. So don't tell me because of the good sales in housing, the economy's doing well. It's just the opposite. Same thing with the stock market. By keeping interest rates low, so they can do stock buybacks, it means the economy's not doing well. So when the economy doesn't do well, in this case, but they're not being honest with you. They should be telling you that. Look, the economy's not doing well. We got too many people unemployed. Too many people out of work. We got a problem. 50% of our workforce makes less than $33,000 a year. We got a problem. And listen to Steve Moore, how stupid he is. Listen to this. He's a dope.
We should get every single American owning stock. Neil, they should be watching your show and they should be invested in the market. It's a great way to get rich, is to tap into that power of compound interest. What can we do to get more people in the market?
What can you do to get more people in the market? How about this? Give them wage increases. That's what you do. Wage increases. How do you do that? This is Steve Moore. He's supposed to be the president's right-hand man with Cuddle giving advice. What a stupid question. How do you do that, Neil? How do you get people to invest in the market? He thinks people are everybody's got $1 million sitting at home. They're just too lazy. The problem is, as I said, 50% of the people are making $33,000 a year. 50% of our workers, they don't have enough money to get into the market. To get people in the market, what you got to do is you got to build the middle class. But they're gone. They're the backbone, but they're gone. And how do you do that? Well, you got to stop giving these big tax cuts to companies unless they take those profits and agree to plow those profits back into the company in way of new equipment, new machinery, called business investment or CapEx, so that the people that are working for you can increase their productivity. If you give a person a machine, you're making 100 shares an hour. You give him a better machine, he's making 500 shares an hour. What a difference. But they're taking that money, instead of buying the machine, they're saying to the worker, screw you, I'm taking this money and I'm going to buy my shares back. That way I don't have to make profits. For me to move my stock up $2 every quarter, I got to have earnings. I got 20 million shares outstanding, and every quarter I gotta have earnings of 8% to move my stock up $5. So I got to meet my earnings every quarter of 8%. I got to have sales. I got to manage the business right. But instead of doing that, here's what I'm going to do. When my earnings come in at 7%, then I'll just borrow money from the Fed at 0, and I move my outstanding shares down from 20 million to 19. Then when my earnings come in at 6%, I'll then take the money, instead of building the business and plowing money back into the company, so the company grows and wages grow and people do well and their standard of living go up. They don't care about that. They'll say, well, if I went from 8 to 7 to 6% now in earnings, so I'm just going to reduce the amount of shares I have to make the stock go up $5 from 20 million shares to 19 million shares, now down to 17 million shares. That's what they do. That's all they do. They don't have to work anymore. And it just happens to be the big tech, the big FANG stocks, and that Apple and Microsoft, these stocks just happen to they love the pandemic because all the other industries have gotten killed because of this virus. They're not immune. These are the only stocks that are immune. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and Google. And everybody's in these stocks. We're in these stocks. My gang's in these stocks. But we're going to be out of these stocks before anybody else, because my chart will tell us when to get out, because my chart follows the cash flow. My chart follows the money of the biggest hedge funds, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies, who they buy these stocks. And when they start pulling their money out, my chart will pick that up. And so we'll be out. And even before that, we're starting now to rotate. We're rotating out of these stocks, and we're starting to get into the airlines. We had some great stocks, some moves yesterday. And matter of fact, there was one stock yesterday I've been watching, and I've been watching for a while now, is Norwegian Cruise Line. Okay, we're starting to see institutions starting to come in and buy a little bit of that. Now it takes time. Sometimes it can be a month, it can be 2 months before the institutions buy enough of it that makes a difference. But you want to start early identifying. Another one that we've been working is Royal Caribbean. That's doing real well now. We're really starting to see a lot of money come into that. It started red at $45, and it turned green. It just started to turn green when it got to about $58. So that's what we're doing the same thing with the airlines. The ETF for all airlines, if you want to own a basket, is JETS, JETS. In the last 3 days have turned green. So my members own a little, not a lot of it, a few shares of it, just so that we keep tracking it. It forces us, we call it buying a scout. So it forces us to watch it. And I do this for my gang every day. So JETS, if it's right now it's 17.29. If that can break out, this is the ETF. If that can get out around $19, this thing will give us a good 10-15% return. So yes, we're going to start paring back our holdings in Microsoft, Apple, okay, and the other big tech stocks, Netflix. Of course we're going to, because it's silly. And here's the problem: everybody's sitting there and think these stocks are just going to go up, and you're going to get caught. So join my gang for 10 days, and you'll see it works. The chart absolutely works. And then we tell my members every day at 2 o'clock, we post all of our stocks, our portfolio stocks, and tell them what to do. We tell them what to do. It's called the Working Investor Group. You can join the gang right now, free, for 10 days. And when you join, just click where it says Working Investor. And then at 2 o'clock, we post a video and tell you exactly what to do with our stocks. Example.
Looking at Lowe's. Lowe's, we added to it yesterday lightly. And what we're going to do today...
And then he goes on and explains. Now, Lowe's is one of our stocks, and we've done terrific with Lowe's. We've done really great with Lowe's. So, again, the idea of being in the stock market, it's the most important. Remember, stocks go up 75, 80% of the time. That's not where the problem is. The problem is All of you who think you made money with your 401k, you're never going to be out in time. That's the problem. We'll be right back. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Through the COVID crisis, that top 0.001% of the wealthiest of the wealthy gained $574 billion in net worth during a pandemic. Through the COVID...
Now, he's saying that's the 1/100th of 1%. They own us. They're our owners. They control everything. They control the Federal Reserve. They control our Congress. They own our congressmen. They control the judges. They control everybody. That's the 1/100th%. To be in that club, you got to make 400,000. I'm sorry. To be in that club, you got to make $27 million a year. That's your salary. And you got to have a net worth of a minimum of 111 million people. I mean, $111 million. Okay, $111 million, $27 million a year income. Now, their job is to control the Federal Reserve. When you control the Federal Reserve, you control everything. And then their job, okay, is to take care of the top 1% who make $400,000 a year, net worth $4 million. That's the job. That's what they do. They don't take care of the 50% of our population who make less than $35,000 a year. When Steve Moore made this stupid statement, how can we get more?
We should get every single American owning stock. Neil, they should be watching your show and they should be invested in the market. It's a great way to get rich is to, to tap into that power of compound interest. What can we do to get more people in the market?
Now, he's the president's top advisor with Kudlow. What can we do to get people in the market? Like everybody's hanging around with hundreds of thousands of dollars, just too lazy to put in the market. What a dope. First of all, 50% make less than $35,000 a year. The 50% of our workforce who has 401ks, 38% don't even contribute because they haven't got enough money. Because over the years with inflation, their wages haven't gone up enough. And they're being squeezed. That's why you have two people working. Some are working 2-3 jobs. What an idiot. He doesn't see the real world. And he's advising the president. Look, I can't fix that. But I can fix one thing for you. I can make sure that you always are going to be in the right stock group. But more important, you're going to be out of that group when you should be. That's the biggest problem with investing. Will I be out in time? And that's what my chart does. And we teach you how to use that chart. It's so easy. It's color-coded. In 10 days, you'll have it down in the first 2 days out of the 10. 10 days free. Just try it. It works. Especially for all you people who are in Netflix and Apple and all those tech stocks. God, I hope you start rotating out of those stocks. You're going to get killed. Do you know how fast they're going to go down? You got so many people in these stocks that when this starts to crash, I mean, the panic is going to be huge. Because you don't have professionals in these stocks. These are just, you got everybody. Everybody's chasing the same stock. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google. Because why? Because when the market crashed because of the pandemic and then started to go back up, the fake business news network convinced you that the market was going up because it was improving. It was improving. The economy was improving. Are you nuts? You know how long it's going to take to improve this economy? Economy wasn't improving. The stock was going up because the economy wasn't improving. Because the economy wasn't improving, again, our Federal Reserve is printing money every day to buy treasuries to make sure the rates will stay low. They're purchasing $26 billion an hour in treasuries. They print $26 billion every hour, 24 hours a day, and purchase treasury, keep interest rates at zero. So now we got everybody buying homes who can afford to, right? But that doesn't mean the economy's good. If interest rates were going up and we had these kind of sales, now you got a good economy. Now you got a good economy. If you had better breadth in the stock market instead of 5 stocks driving your 50 stocks in the Dow, or 5 stocks driving your 495 stocks or 500 stocks, then you got something. But that's not what's going on. So, and the big problem with all this printing, and you keep interest rates this low, it creates a demand. People are panicking, saying, I better buy this and I better buy that before prices go up, before interest rates go up. But the problem is wages increases aren't going up. So what happens, people start buying stuff they don't need, more than they need, and they can't afford it. And their household debt starts to increase again. But their wages aren't increasing. And this is what's happening right now. And that inflation is a killer, because as inflation goes up, that means prices keep going up, and your income's not going up. Every dollar you have in your wallet, the purchasing power that goes down. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody. Now, by the way, I just want to, again, Apple is going to split 4-1 on August 31st. Now, let me explain what that means. All it means is you're not going to have any more value than you have now. It's the same thing as going to the bank and say, I got a $20 bill. Can I break it into 4 5s? You still have $20. All they're doing that for is to try to get more people into the stock. Because why? Because it's too expensive, and because the economy is not doing good. Okay? They want to get this price of their stock down. You're going to receive 4 shares for every 1 share of Apple you own. Now, you're going to have more units of stocks, okay, but your aggregate value is going to be exactly the same, not going to change. And the only thing that's going to change is the value or the weighting of that stock in the S&P 500 or the Dow 30, let's say, is going to change from being number 1 to maybe number 15 or number 17, okay? So now what they're also going to do, because it's such a powerhouse, Apple, that they're going to financially engineer the Dow because they're losing that momentum. So they're going to rebalance. What they're going to do is get rid of Exxon and buy symbol CRM. They're going to get rid of Pfizer and they're going to put in Amgen, and they're going to get rid of symbol R. And they're going to get rid of R, and they're going to take in Honeywell. So they're going to get rid of Exxon, Pfizer, and R. I forgot what that is. Not right. I keep thinking of writers, not writer. Anyways, and they're going to replace those stocks, okay, with Honeywell, Amgen, and CRM. All right. So that's all that's going to happen. It's no big deal. All right. So look. What you should be thinking about right now, if you've been lucky and you caught these 5 stocks, I mean, obviously there's more than 5, okay? I understand that. But these are the biggest 5. These are the ones that benefit, okay? And it's just been so lucky. People have been so lucky. Can you imagine if we didn't have those stocks? The stock market would have crashed by now, so big, so huge. It's those stocks that are propping up this whole market, okay? So you got to start thinking about rotating out of those stocks. Start taking profits. You get comfortable. I get it. And also you think the stock will never come down. It's different this time. Oh, it will come down. Believe me, okay? It will come down. But there's some wonderful opportunities. We're seeing it now in the airlines. I have my members in Southwest Airline. That's starting to do well. It's just started to turn green on our chart. That meant institutional money's coming in. It's been green now for about 7 days. And we own LUV. We've been watching it for months, ever since the pandemic when everybody dumped all these stocks. Another one we're doing well with, and we're watching, okay, JetBlue. If JetBlue, right now we got 2 green days. In other words, it means in the last 2 days, institutions are starting to buy it. But we're going to wait until right now it's trading at 11.14. We'll wait until it gets to around 12.34 if it's still green. This is how you make money. So we're going to take our money on these big tech stocks. We're not going to take it all out. We're just going to take portions of it out of the big tech stocks. And we're going to start, again, allocating to some of these great, I mean, these are terrific deals, these airlines. I mean, JetBlue, $11. What are you, nuts? Okay, I'll see you on the charts. Join my gang, free for 10 days. Get your color-coded chart and your membership for 10 days. Remember St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.